So come on, let it go. Just let it be. Why don't you be you? And now be me.
In today's video, I'm going to answer one of your questions, and I haven't prepared anything because I thought it would be much more open and honest to just speak from the heart. So here's the question that I got sent. Hey Mare, my question is, I've heard you talk a lot about not comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. And this is something I've really been struggling with, which in turn has put me into a pretty dark depression. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you're going through this. So my question is, how do you do it? It seems impossible when you are just being blasted every single which way by others' success and you feel like you're just barely keeping your head out of water. Okay, well, first of all, thank you for trusting my opinion and wanting to know what I have to say on this. I'm honored, honestly. And that is something I do talk about, is like not comparing everyone else's highlight reel to your own behind the scenes. Now, think about the majority of the people on your Facebook, your Tumblr, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever. I would say the majority of people aren't posting their failures, they aren't posting when they're feeling awful. Some do, and that's all they post, which is a whole nother video. But you have to remind yourself that the snapshot you're seeing on social media is such a minute portion of someone's life. Like, they may have taken a great selfie, but for the rest of the day they felt like a failure, or nothing was going right for them, or they're, thinking about quitting their job, or they're not happy, or they're in a fight with their best friend, or something. You have to remind yourself that it's just a highlight reel. Also, it is so important to celebrate your own success. And I'm not talking like big stuff like graduated college or got a new job. Those, of course, you should celebrate. I'm talking about day-to-day things. Like, my advice is to start a little list on your notes app on your phone, or carry around a little notebook, and every single time something amazing happens or you have the most minute success, jot it down and keep rereading them. Stuff like, got a chance to paint my nails today, actually washed my hair and straightened it, felt like putting on a bright lip, enjoyed the sunshine, took 30 seconds to look outside and notice how beautiful it is. I complimented someone's sweater at work today. I spoke up in a staff meeting. Like, the most small things, write them down and celebrate it to remind yourself that no matter how terrible of a time you're going through, you do have successes. And I think it's really important to celebrate the smallest things. Like, I am someone who is very happy with very simple things. Very simple, a good cup of tea, 5 minutes of quiet. Right now I'm happy because I have time to film. It's sunny outside. Every single little thing, make a note to yourself. Force yourself to reread it, and I bet sooner than you think, you won't have to be noting them down because you won't have to anymore. But I think it's good to continue to do so. And I also think it's really good because then it forces you to have to really recognize, like, hey, I have a killer outfit on today. Let me put that in my notes. I think that's a really great way to start. No one else can make you happy, and that is a lesson I am learning the hard way, friends. If you can make yourself happy, that's all that matters. And I know that is a deep, dark hole to pull yourself out of, but it's as simple as just starting a list. Got up 5 minutes early today, was on time to work, smiled at a cute boy or girl, whatever it is. My other suggestion, why are you on social media? Like, get the hell off of social media when you can. Or if there's people who you're really having a hard time comparing yourself to, block their updates. Like, on Facebook, you can still be friends, but you don't have to see their constant updates unless you choose to go to their page. They'll have no idea. Do that, because then you're not seeing them all the time. Comparison is totally normal. It's human nature, but it is also the thief of joy. And that is one of my absolute favorite quotes. Comparison is the thief of joy. And if you can just focus your attention on social media on people who are always posting inspirational things or who are posting things that bring you joy. That's what's important. Follow pages on Facebook and follow Twitter and Instagram accounts that when you scroll them, they're gonna make you take pause and you're gonna feel good. And remember that those people who are only posting their successes aren't posting everything terrible that's happened to them. I have been guilty of this because when we first went public about Thomas and Jeremy's anxiety and depression and now my anxiety and depression, I realized nobody knew because I was only posting very positive things. And for me, it's kind of a two-way street. I don't like to post a lot of negativity online. Pretty much I post zero. But what I like to do is to be able to show a little bit more of a human side so that you know I'm definitely not perfect. Oh no. And this is how I'm getting through it. Hopefully that helps. Those are some of my suggestions. Take a break from social media. Whenever you feel like scrolling through your phone, journal. Work on that success list. I've been asked to do a video on how I journal. That's coming up very soon because I'm finding it so therapeutic. If you want more suggestions, please comment again and maybe we can private message each other. Or if you're watching this and you have any suggestions about how to really help this other redhead mare family member deal with the comparison issue, please leave them below. That would be incredibly helpful. I can definitely relate to this because as a mom of a child with special needs, yeah, that's freaking hard to see other kids his age who are so much more advanced than him. But what we do and what we've learned to do over time, trust me, this did not come overnight, we celebrate every single baby milestone that Thomas achieves. Every time he looks us in the eye because he didn't give us eye contact for 2 years, that fills my joy bucket. Or every time he comes to me for a hug, whereas before he showed no form at all of emotion and wanting to have human contact, that fills my emotional bucket. Really focus on the little things, try and ignore the others because honestly, those kids who I think seem perfect because they don't have the developmental disabilities that Thomas has, their parents could list off 1,000 things that their kid does that Thomas doesn't do. And that comparison is so unhealthy. I'm gonna leave it here today. Comparison is the thief of joy. Please remember that. And remember, you are not alone. You are not alone in this. I'm here for you. This family is here for you. And hopefully we can leave each other some helpful tips below. Thank you for your question, and again, thank you for honoring my opinion. If you ever have a question that you want me to answer, maybe this will become a series or something, please leave it below or private message me on any of my social medias, which are always linked below. I thank you for watching. As always, let's go spread some joy and honor our own successes. Bye, everyone.